I've been told by different people that through prophecy that there will be a horse society created, and in the seventh generation, I am the seventh generation, and this is it. This is the society. The shung ohitika kola kiche, wola kota, ota kotapolo. It means that we're many. We're a great deal of people making this happen. My name's DeLyle Left Hand. I'm from Kennel, South Dakota, from Standing Rock Nation. My Lakota name is Shung Ohitikai Shnalamani. It means brave horse walking alone. This is the name where we got the Brave Horse Society from, the Brave Horse Challenge. The Brave Horse Challenge is an annual event that is put out there for the youth. That's has a lot of cultural value to it, a lot of positive cultural future to it. A lot of young people are taking to this and pretty much taking over the society.
What this all means, when talking about culture and values, a purpose, cause, and reason for what we're doing, to have looking at our environment, our language, our youth, developing our land, combining efforts, making a positive, a free event happen. You know, it's a great turnout. It's probably the biggest one so far.
We're going to start the evening off Lakota Thunder. Hookah.
Very few people on Standing Rock, on the reservation, had a chance to ride a horse or be near a horse. But it's made such a good comeback, and I really enjoy the young people working with horses, racing and playing with them, just riding for enjoyment. And that's the main reason they call us the Horse Society. You know, we are a horse culture. And we enjoy watching the young ones. They're learning. They're learning a lot, and I enjoy that.
This is our community. Our family comes from here. A lot of horses in the community. I myself too learned how to ride when I was probably barely walking, and one year, my good friend DeLyle Left Hand invited us to come sing down here. He wanted to start horse races and start bringing back some of the horse culture that starting to be lost by our people.
The first year we done this, I think the whole horse race might have lasted maybe a half hour. Now it has grown into a 2-day event, and we're dealing with quite a bit of people. We're dealing with just about almost every part of our reservation. All communities are welcome to be part of this. It has just grown, just totally grown, and it's that's enough to continue to keep doing this.
They'll just follow me. I can go out on the prairie and they smell that molasses and they're mine. They just follow me.
The horses that you see nowadays that are just out in the pasture, you see that a lot of them are not being used, is to try to bring the use back to horses, to try to create social events such as horse racing, horse games, horse culture, horse clinics, whatever you can, is to try to bring the use of horses back.
As the years have come and gone, it's gotten bigger and bigger. This year was a lot of folks came to this event, and it's starting to become an event here on Standing Rock, where the word gets out that this horse race is going to be going, and because of it, there's been other horse races throughout Standing Rock that have occurred through the years, but this is the one that is the big daddy of them all here on Standing Rock. And I come because I enjoy watching the horse races, growing up on horseback and stuff. Of course, a little older now, and you'd never catch me in any of those races, but to come here and to lend my voice to it and have a little bit of fun with the folks and make things kind of move along for DeLyle. And generally, you know, maybe some gas money, but something good to eat all the time and just the enjoyment of it.
I'm hoping that what we do is it sets a big enough example to anybody out there that has a concern about our environment, our youth, our future, our way of thinking. You know, so it takes quite a bit. It takes a lot to do exactly what we're doing here. It's horse culture, horse racing, horse games, the youth, the environment, our water. You know, we're concerned with all of it. At least we're making an example for anybody out there that has that concern, you know. We're all heading in the same direction. We're combining our efforts, our ideas, you know, are all pretty much the same. So, you know, we're all facing the right direction. We just got to, you know, make a future for it, you know. Mm-hmm. And it takes that way of thinking in order to create that positive future too, you know. We're all on the same page here, you know. We're all in the same boat. We're all connected, you know. So it makes a great example.
She's like, she's like the best horse I have.
To continue to do this, it takes money, it takes people's involvement. To try to bring back our culture in some way, to involve our youth, to include our language. I have a concern about our environment, to look at the environment and to look at the needless waste and all of the consuming of these natural resources, and to look at the horse is probably one of the most precious natural resources we have, along with our children. Now we're on a 7th annual Brave Horse Challenge, and it just has grown throughout the years of us doing this. It sets an example. When you set the example, you lead by an example. It's easier then to convince whoever out there about what you're doing has a purpose, cause, and a reason. If it wasn't for these sponsors, it'd be hard for me to continue to do this. So it takes a great deal of effort by a lot of people to make this happen, especially when we're talking about the youth and our culture and our environment and our youth. You know, it takes money, or it takes prize money, or it takes a lot of people's involvement in order for this to happen. And that's the only way that we can consider this a society, a group of people that making this happen.
One of the main reasons that I sponsor the Brave Horse Society is because of the youth. I know the youth always, at some point in time, get fed up in a lot of the things, some of the unhappy things maybe as a child, you know, going on in their home, maybe alcohol, maybe Could be a number of things. And I think that by having this Brave Horse Society and the races, being in contact with the horses, and by having these races, these games, some of these kids don't have the horses, they don't have the opportunities to do these. So I know a lot of them look forward to going out to these games, these races, and be around the horses, maybe get lucky, get on one, or even lead it around, have somebody lead you. I think that's really, really a good thing.
To look at the real positive cultural future that this has, I'll continue to do this for the rest of my life, I'm sure.